Today I'm making an Italian style lasagna. The ingredients that you will need are 1 box of lasagna noodles, 1.5 pounds of Italian turkey sausage, olive oil spray, 2 large jars of marinara, 1 can or container of ricotta cheese, 6 cups of mozzarella cheese, 4 diced Vidalia onions, 5 cups of green zucchini sliced, 5 cups of yellow squash sliced, 3 cups of small tomatoes sliced, and 3 tablespoons of garlic powder and 3 tablespoons of basil. I've turned my stove top on medium-high, and as you can see, I'm taking the Italian turkey sausage and I'm putting it in the skillet to brown, and I've already turned the stock pot full of water on next to me, and I will be boiling the lasagna noodles. It's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes to brown the Italian turkey sausage, and you need to make sure that you cook the sausage to a temperature of 165 internally. The water is boiling for the lasagna. In order for the noodles not to stick, I'm just pouring about a tablespoon of olive oil into the water. And I'll be placing the lasagna noodles into the stock pot. And they will be cooking for approximately 10 minutes. The first step in assembling the Italian-style vegetable lasagna is I'm spraying my casserole dish with olive oil spray. And I want to make sure that I get the entire dish covered so that nothing sticks and it'll be easier for cleanup. Okay, I'm only going to go through one layer so that you will be able to see the layering process for the lasagna. I'm laying the noodles down first, and I'm trying to use noodles on the bottom that aren't split. And it looks like 3 noodles are going to fit nicely on the bottom of the pan. And the first ingredient that you're going to be using is I've got the browned Italian turkey sausage, and I'm just going to sprinkle the sausage on top of the noodles. And the next ingredient will be to layer the vegetables. Again, we're using yellow squash, zucchini, onions, and fresh tomatoes. So here we go. I'm just quickly putting the vegetables down so that you get an idea of how to layer the lasagna. And you are going to repeat the process until you run out of vegetables and your meat and your noodles. So there's the first layer of squash. Now I'm moving on to the zucchini, and I'm just using my hands to do this. Then after the zucchini, I'll be placing the tomato and the onions. And I do have the spice, and I will be putting the spice on top of the layers of vegetables before I put the sauce down. So there's the zucchini. And next I'm going to be adding the tomatoes. Tomatoes are a little bit quicker because you can just sprinkle them on the top. And this is a beautiful casserole, especially if you're having dinner guests. I mean, this is so pretty when you cut it open and you see the different fresh vegetables and the meat. Now, you see I'm sprinkling my already combined spices of garlic and basil. And next, I will be adding the ricotta cheese. And one thing that you might want to do, and I think I'll do it the next time that I do layer this, for the next layer, is I should have actually put the sauce on top of the noodles before I put the ground turkey on, but we will do that the next round. So I'm just going to add the marinara sauce over the top, and I'm just going to pour it out evenly. There we go. And next I'm adding the mozzarella cheese, and I'm going to distribute the cheese across the top rather abundantly, because the cheese is what makes a lasagna taste so yummy, with it melting and going through all the layers. So there you have it. You've got your first layer of the vegetable, Italian ground turkey, sausage, lasagna, and I've got the 3 layers of noodles, and I'm going to just repeat the first process of putting the sauce on top of the noodle first. Then I'm going to be adding the Italian turkey sausage, just so that you can see the process of putting the sauce on the noodles first before you add your ingredients. So there you have it. I'm going to continue to layer my lasagna until I run out of ingredients. It looks like I'm going to have an overabundance of ingredients left, so you can always make 2 pans of lasagna, or you can freeze your vegetables. The vegetable lasagna has been assembled, and I wanted to let you know on the very top layer I did add 4 noodles to completely cover the top, and I added a 5th noodle on each layer going vertical, so that you had a complete coverage for each layer. And the top layer is, which is the last layer, I used the marinara sauce, and then I added my mozzarella cheese, and I gave it one last sprinkle of my seasoning. And I will be placing this into a preheated oven at 350 degrees, and I will be covering it with tin foil, and it will be cooking for approximately 1 hour to 1 hour and 15 minutes until it's thoroughly hot in the middle and the cheeses have melted. I just took the lasagna out of the oven and it looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm getting ready to serve a piece on a plate for dinner. Yum! The lasagna has been cooking for close to 2 hours. I wanted to make sure the vegetables were completely cooked, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. And I know that your dinner guest will just love this new favorite dinner. Until next time, enjoy.